Montclair parents, students speak out on racism. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn piano. All ages are welcome and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169. A new kind of talk comes to South Orange Maplewood online radio experience in April. Join award-winning journalist and civil rights activist Walter Fields weekly as he discusses being black in South Orange and Maplewood, race, and the suburban experience. Black in the Burbs will examine public education, the treatment of black youths, police and community relations, and black business development and faith. The show will serve as a forum for community dialogue. Join Walter Fields on the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience for Real Talk coming in April.
Want to take a cruise but don't have a U.S. visa? No problem. Cruise and Rail Travel are experts at cruises that do not require a U.S. visa. Visit www.cruiseandrail.net or call 868-631-8785. Find us on Facebook or drop us a tweet.
For community news, sports, and opinions, call us at 973-327-3626 or log on to SoMore.org. You're listening to the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. You are listening to In the Village with Anselm on South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626 or log on to SoMore.org. Do you want to advertise in the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience? You can reach us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to assist you. Coming soon, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience.
That one day, this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Segregated schools were and are inferior schools. We still haven't fixed them 50 years after Brown versus Board of Education. And the inferior education they provided, then and now, helps explain the pervasive achievement gap between today's black and white students.
I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips nation. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream for this.
When we take those tests, even when black and Latino students score at the top of the distribution, so even when black and Latino students do very well using the biased and absurd indicators that we use in this country, they're still 40% less likely to be put into an advanced placement class or an honors class in high school than white students who scored in the middle of the distribution. So you have average white students, according to this criteria, and of course the criteria is bogus, but understand it's the one we use. Using this criteria, white students who are merely average are still more likely to have advanced or accelerated classes once they get to high school. Now, what does that mean? It means that those students are going to get more prepared for the SAT, right? They're going to get more prepared for the ACT. They're going to take the test and they're going to do better. And we're going to act shocked when people of color do worse on a test that they were systemically excluded from preparing for, as if that is a surprise. I mean, black and Latino students of whatever socioeconomic status, 2.5 times more likely than whites to be put into remedial classes, where they're not going to receive the same instruction, they're not going to have the same coursework, they're not going to be challenged in the same way, right? And so we then act surprised when in 11th grade they take the SAT, the ACT, they don't do as well, and then our society says, what? Well, now you're not capable of going on to college, or at least not that college, because you're not as smart as somebody else over here. The fact that the structure of the educational system guaranteed that you would not do as well, virtually assured it, is something we don't want to talk about. But that's the systemic issue.
And I really view education as the civil rights fight of our generation, that we have a moral obligation to do something dramatically better for children and to do it now. Our children have one chance at a quality education, and if we don't provide it, I think we perpetuate poverty and we perpetuate social failure. So this is an extraordinary opportunity, but this is a fight to me that's about a lot more than education. It's really a fight for social justice. It's the right thing to do for children. It's the right thing to do for our economy. If we want to continue to grow as a country, we need an educated workforce. And so this is a huge opportunity, but I want to work with a huge sense of urgency as fast as we can. Our children need and deserve it, and our country needs it.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. Now, over the past week or so, we have had quite an uproar in this community of South Orange and Maplewood. And the uproar was regarding two articles. One in the Washington Post regarding the statement or the headlines is, "Why can't my daughter take AP Calculus?" And the second article was in NewJersey.com titled, "6 Decades After Brown vs. Board of Education, New Jersey Schools Are Still Segregated." And then only recently, just recently, we had an article in NorthJersey.com titled, "Montclair Parents, Students Speak Out on Racism." And also around that same month, in March of 2014, we had an article in the Associated Press titled, "Government Education System Rife with Inequities." Now, these are 3 or 4 different articles addressing the same or similar issues. Now let's look at the article in NorthJersey.com titled, "Montclair Parents, Students Speak Out on Racism," and it was written by Eric Kiefer. "When 24 angry parents speak out with a unified voice, the message is hard to ignore. About 25 residents, parents, and students gathered in the Montclair Fire Department headquarters for last Thursday's Civil Rights Commission meeting, eager to voice their opinion about possible racial discrimination within the municipality. In attendance to hear their concerns were Fort Ward Township Councilwoman Rennie Baskerville, Montclair School District Chief Talent Officer Michelle Russell, and Montclair Education Association President Gail Shepard. Taking turns speaking during an extended public comment period, residents voiced a medley of concerns, including alleged mistreatment of students based on race, harsher standards of discipline for African American students, segregation of school district classes by race, ethnicity, and socioeconomic background, a general lack of opportunities for African American children, and inequity in the town hiring policies and work contracts. Anytime you hear people speak emotionally and voice their concern about things going on into the schools, you have to take it very seriously, said Commission Chair Joe Cavish. It doesn't necessarily mean there's a blanket case of institutional racism, but we need to take these concerns seriously as a community. One of the things that came up at the meeting was that people have to be diligent in terms of documenting certain instances that they feel are not right, said Cavish. They need to get down accurately what they have experienced, what they have heard, and what they have seen. Shepard told the Times that she was appreciative of the opportunity to hear the conversation that the parents provided at the Civil Rights Commission meeting. It is my belief that the difficult conversations are some of the most beneficial ones to have, she stated. Shepard mentioned that the Montclair Education Association will be hosting a community forum where Representative Adolph Brown will address many of the issues that were raised at the CRC meeting. It is our goal that this Real Talk presentation will be a springboard to promote ongoing collaboration, Shepard said. School Superintendent Peggy McCormack of the Montclair School District told the Times that it is an intent to have all of the district students to achieve at high level we expect of all of them. On the administrative end, this includes making sure that class offerings at the different levels reflect the diversity of the community, in addition to making sure our parents and students are clear about the pathways to be successful at these different level courses. McCormack said the district teachers will receive diversity and cultural sensitivity training next year. She maintained that the work of the Achievement Gap Advisory Panel, a 40-member group charged with investigation racial equities in the district school, will be paramount in Montclair's effort to combat discrimination. Now let me stop right there. The superintendent said, this is the superintendent of Montclair, the district teachers will receive diversity and cultural sensitivity training. She maintained that the work of the Achievement Gap Advisory Panel, a 40-member group charged with investigating racial inequities in the school district, will be paramount in Montclair's effort to combat discrimination. But the commission member, Keela Sweat, told the Times this may not be enough. It was depressing, said Stewart, when asked how the meeting made her feel. When I see the real-life faces of parents and children that are affected by this struggle, it's very bothersome. The Achievement Gap Advisory Panel is giving the black community appearance that something is being done to address the problem. When we start talking about the hardship that African American children are enduring in our school, everyone mentioned the Achievement Gap Panel as the solution. But most of the time, people don't even know who is on this panel. Right now, there is so much focus on expectation, but no focus being placed on equality. From my perspective, it definitely appears to be institutional racism. I understand that every year people want to go through the data gathering and fact finding, which is always good. But the problem I have is that once you get this data, what are you